Tank started it after a fight that he had on a Bud Crawford undercard, and saying fans was talking about him fighting Tank on Twitter, and then Tank said that Shakur fought a cab driver. My thing about that, now the thing is, Tank probably now was that true? Probably so, but the thing about it is this shit started around when Tank fought Rolly Romero. When Tank and Shakur was back, in his locker room, and Shakur went back there. He took the picture, the infamous picture that's all over the internet with him and Tank. And then right after that, Shakur went and was talking shit about Tank, saying he'll fight Tank and all of that shit. And he started downplaying and dogging Tank out and shit. You know what I mean? Like,
In my opinion, and I have no facts of this because the little N word, he continuously scrubs his ex. But in my opinion, this started way, way, way back when. And again, I have no proof of this anymore. This started way back. You remember when the issues were circulating with Mayweather's daughter Yaya and Tank?
yeah,
They started, to me, back then falling apart because maybe I read too much into it, so I'm not even going to, I don't even have the proof anymore, so it is what it is. But that, it started way before that. That's when it started becoming, I guess, more publicized. But if you went back and looked at it, Shakur has always been like saying little envious things. He's always been jealous. To me,
right.
in my opinion, he's always been jealous of Tank. You know what I'm saying? And
Fact.
Tank is the one, he tried to push a core game like, yo, don't sign to Mayweather. This nigga, he grimy, he greasy. Don't sign to him. Don't do this, don't do that. I believe he even, he probably ain't trying to bring him to PBC, but he was always trying to, what I'm saying, look out for him. Didn't look at it. He let you come in the back and take a picture with him. Oh, he'll never fight me. Tank ain't gonna never fight. Why wouldn't he fight you? You ain't no threat to nobody but good sleep. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing. Like, come on, man. I mean, I don't know. Like I said, man, the boy, you gotta show me something, yo. You can't just keep on, pissing on my leg and tell me it's raining, bruh. Because I can see. I can't, and my eyes ain't kissing like Tevin Farmer. I can see. You know what I'm talking about? So you ain't gonna convince
Facts.
me otherwise. You're not gonna convince me that you really want to fight this man because you were a free agent. That brings me to another thing. I don't know if you went over this in one of your other videos. The shit with him and Eddie Hearn, right? One fight
Yeah,
deal,
go
two
ahead.
fight deal, one fight deal, two fight deal, whatever the case may be, right? So if you
He
pay
didn't
Eddie,
answer the question. When Danger asked him about it in the interview, he didn't answer the question for real. Like, he
I
ducked the question.
I thought I was tripping because I watched that shit twice. Like, did this nigga answer? And can't nobody give me a direct answer, which means I guess we don't
I
have
made
one.
sure I wrote that shit down because I was watching closely when he asked him about Eddie Hearn, and he ducked the question. He didn't even want to talk about it. He's like, I don't want to talk about contract talks and all of that. He literally ducked the question. And it goes to that Eddie Hearn shit. Like, both of them guys are capping, bro. If it
Mm-hmm.
comes out, like, Dan Raphael's not going to report this shit with it not being facts. Like, he's saying that you're fucking with Lou DiBella now, and Jay Prince was the one that put you on with Lou DiBella for this particular fight. And Eddie Hearn's over there saying, "Oh, we have a 2 fight deal and we're working together." Da, 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 da. And like,
And see,
bro, like,
and that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm talking about. See, Eddie Hearn, you over here doing interviews talking about Javante damn Tank Davis, and you don't even know Shakur fired your ass. You so busy clout chasing somebody else instead of doing your damn job once again that you don't even know you've been fired. You see what I'm saying? That's the foolishness that goes on with these people is out of control. Now, the reason I brought that up is because if you had a 1 fight deal, 2 fight deal, whatever the case may be, you could have easily taken that PBC offer, whatever it was. You could have taken that offer because you could have went and fought Javante Tank Davis, and then if you really wanted to sign to Eddie Hearn, you could have went over there with a big bag, and maybe the bag that Eddie gave you to fight a Padley wouldn't have seemed so damn big to you. You know what I'm saying? So
fact.
I don't know. But then now, if you only had the one fight, or now he done sold you to Turkey, I don't know what's going on over here. They passing this boy around more than a damn collection plate. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know who he's with, but I know that whoever he's with, he's not making very good business decisions. You know.
Facts. D1 said there is no Lou DeBella, no firing of Eddie. I promise.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, at least they ain't passing him around like a collection plate at church no more. That's good.
They make right now at this point. I was like, with they trying to cause so much confusion to make us not
Mm-hmm.
believe anything. So it's like now with all of them got different situations, and as far as what they saying on this whole matter, it makes me not believe anything that these motherfuckers is saying. Like for real, like it's
I
hard for me
stopped
to believe
believing.
what they say.
I stopped believing them a long time ago. But well, whatever. Even if he is still with Eddie, that's cool, I guess. But after this fight with Zapata, you're to be what, a free agent? D1. He's gonna be a free agent. Oh, his contract is up after the next fight, but he'll probably re-sign with Turkey and stay over there calling Tanko. Stay over there calling Tanko. Yeah,
But
see, this
most
is
like D1, you are absolutely right, bro. It seems like that may be the play. Like they fuck around and just say, fuck Eddie, we take him out of the middle, and cut, take that cut off, and we just deal with Turkey direct. You know what I mean? And we
but
sit there and hide behind Turkey and still be calling out Tank behind the scenes, like, oh, Tank, we want the fight, but they standing behind Turkey the whole
well,
time and shit like, we
that's
want the fight, we want the
That's
fight.
because that's who Turkey really wants. He don't give a damn about a Shakur Stevenson. He don't give a damn about a Devin Haney. He wants the stars. He already got Canelo. He wanted Ryan. He got Ryan. He wants Tank. Believe that. That's why he flew David Benavidez out there like a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? To see if he can wine and dine him. That didn't work. He wants the stars. He don't care nothing about these B-list niggas that can't sell out a goddamn parking lot. You see, he went from a 20,000 seated arena down to a 6,000 seat arena and still ain't have but 15 damn hundred people in there. He don't give a damn about these ninjas. Why you think? Yeah, Shakur, you can pretend to be the main event, nigga. Sure, whatever makes you happy, but you ain't no main event. And that's again because his miserable little fans won't support the brother. It ain't but 80. I'll help him out. You know what I'm saying? So I
Facts.
don't. Your wife is
Then it was
terrible.
a
You know
crazy
who I want
part.
to see by Shakur? Clarissa.
It's crazy. She her and my wife and Clarissa, they actually cool where like they got each other number, they be talking, like, which is
Mm.
crazy as hell. Like crazy as hell, wow to me. But another thing what caught my eye too about this interview was he was talking about his belt run, like talking about like all the guys he beat on the way, for us, winning his titles and stuff. Basically, like he kept alluding that like he was talking about his run for us winning championships was like one of the best runs ever. Like he beat like top dogs on the way to winning all these belts, like beating Valdez and Heron and shit. Like he was putting hella gas on this shit, knowing damn well Shakur has not fought anybody that's elite on his whole fucking resume. Valdez is not elite. Heron is not elite. Concesio, he's not elite. Like all of these guys are like fucking B plus, B minus, C plus fighters.
And that's
Like
what
he
I was
don't have
telling.
no A plus guys on his fucking resume, and then he's the same guy that sits there and wants to shit on Tank's resume and say that Tank ain't fought nobody when we all looking at your resume like who have you fought, bro? You
And
the
that's
niggas that you the Edwin De Los Santos, that the only fight that we wanted to see for us some fire from you, you bitched out in that fight.
yeah.
Like you
That was
bitched out in that fight. So all of this championship run shit that he talk about, like, oh, he done cooked all of these dudes and stuff, bro. Like it ain't about shit for real, for real. Because when we see you in front of fire, you running.
and I was telling his some of his fans this the other night, like, you know what? Y'all need to be very careful about how y'all downplay Zapata. He ain't shit. Shakur gonna dog walk him. He gonna walk right through him. Well, doesn't that speak less about Zepeda and more about the level of competition that Shakur is fighting to be a quote unquote Olympian with all these belts. And I'm sorry, but for somebody who wants to, you calling out Tank, he got a belt, you got a belt, let's unify. The brother to your left got a belt too, Keyshawn. I don't give a damn about y'all little fake friendship. Y'all little fake brotherly love. If you was really about them belts, then you would be trying to unify with whoever got them. You know what I'm saying? Get the smoke wherever you can get it. And you need a big marquee name on your damn resume that you do not have as of yet. I'm sorry. Like you said, those guys ain't really about nothing. You don't have any of the four kings that they considered four kings on your resume. You've always been fighting. To me, you fighting down to your competition. You know what I'm saying? Instead of up to make yourself better. It ain't hard to be the best in a barrel full of bullshit. I'm sorry. So I don't know, but I don't personally think that he has enough confidence in himself, in his hands, to pursue hard competition. That's why this Zepeda fight is important. This Zepeda fight, like I said, will answer a lot of questions to me to see really where his heart is at, because I am yet to see Shakur, chin tested, and I know his fans will say that's because he's so good. That ain't why. The brother looks scared to death to get hit to me.
Facts. D1 said, I need to see Shakur in the ring with one of those other top guys. Any one of them, Zepeda is a start. Facts.
Yeah,
definitely a start.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a start. And I mean, I need to see, I want to see him stand in the fire like he said he was going to do. I want to see him put belt to ass, like he been saying in these interviews, saying that he going to put belt to ass and step on Zepeda. I want to see it. And like I said, it's on all of this shit be documented when we be live and we be doing these videos when we be talking about this shit. So for him to be sitting there saying he want to put belt to ass, we gonna be talking about it and we gonna be watching it very fucking closely to see if he ends up putting belt to ass. Because I want you to stand on your words for fucking once. He don't never stand on his words. Every time he said he gonna step on these dudes, he never steps on them. He never.
And I'm gonna need his fans to stop using words like beat the fuck up, knocked out. Like those things have never happened. And they confuse me, because then I'll be thinking we switched the conversation talking about somebody else, but we still talking about him. So we shouldn't use those words, guys. Y'all can use words like outpointed, sprinted, pity pat. You know what I'm saying? Use words like that to associate with him. This way I know this conversation is still about him. Because I get confused when y'all say knocked out and beat the fuck up. I get confused when y'all say stuff like that, because that ain't what he did at all. That ain't what he did.
That's all of them. I'm seeing all of these guys right now. They all like all the Shakur fans. Oh, he gonna beat Zepeda the fuck up. Zepeda ain't this. He ain't like that. Y'all gonna, like, they talking like this man Tank Davis. They talking like this man Shakur Stevenson is Mike Tyson or some shit. Like he just be putting belt to ass to everybody. Like we don't be seeing no belt to ass motion from Shakur Stevenson. Like we don't be seeing this shit.
He went 9 rounds with an electrician fresh off a 9 to 5, bro. And then got on the ring beating his chest like his ass really did something. That let me further know that this boy lives in a paradise all in his own damn head, that he clearly couldn't hear those people booing him, that he clearly can't read a room, because you did what you were supposed to do, but you did it to me 3 rounds too goddamn late. You know what I'm saying? Right. You stopped him with a body shot. Well, nigga, I hope so. He just punched off a lunch break to come in here and fight you. You damn well order. And if he had went 12, we doing bad. Like I said, the boy's stock already on a fire sale, and it's a shame because he keep winning. He ain't lost not one time, and your stock is plummeting. Make that make sense.
Facts. Then he said, I want to mention this too, that he talked about the Cam and May situation. Basically saying that they was clowns for trying to downplay him and everything, and that they ain't real boxing fans and shit. Which is, I gotta say something about that. I'm like, bro, for one, everybody gets criticism, bro. Everybody gets criticism. Like, and he said that he handles criticism well, and this carries into the shit that he said about Tank too, talking about Tank be sensitive, bro. You was so pissed off at Cam and Mason though, because they was playing you cock over there. you was in there trying to dig up old information and shit about them, trying to talk about Cam getting beat up at the Rutgers and shit. Like you was trying to dig up dirt on them, bro. You was super emotional, bro, because Cam and Mace was on their platform cooking you, and you was on Twitter trying to go back and forth, and Cam wasn't even responding to you tweeting back and forth with you. And you talking about Tank is sensitive and he get emotional.
This
You the
real nigga who
same
put
guy.
Twitter
You the
solution.
same guy that was pissed off about Navarrete not fighting you and went on to fucking make a whole fake ass retirement.
And he noticed nobody cared, so he came back in 24 hours, which was the fastest damn retirement I've ever seen in my life. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, when he said, what did he? Oh yeah, about Cam and Mace. Let me tell you something. He better had stopped because Cam is a petty nigga, and he would not have stopped. So somebody told him, right? You know what I'm saying? And don't get it twisted. They do their little podcast now, but them niggas is really from the streets. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I don't know why he even thought that was a good idea, but and you know how they feel. Anybody who ain't really on their side or on their knees for them is hating, and they don't know nothing about boxing and all. Half of the boxers don't know shit about boxing. That's why y'all getting robbed every goddamn time y'all turn around. You know what I'm
And he
saying?
lied.
So
And one thing too, he lied on Cam and Mason, you know what I'm saying? Like that they started the whole shit. Like, bro, all they did was gave you some criticism on your fight, and then you went at clapping at them boys. Like you went going
mhm.
crazy. And then you was talking about he said something about Cam and Mason was the first ones to talk about, getting violent. Bro, you was on there talking about slapping them and taking shit to the streets and everything, and then it made Cam get on this tough shit. Like, bro, like you
Turned
don't
him
want
back
to
into
take it
Killer
there.
Cam. Turned him back into Killer Cam. Yep.
Yeah, like
And they don't give
Shakur
a
clearly capped on that shit. Like he clearly capped trying to say that they was the first ones talking tough when Shakur was the first one initiating the tough talk.
yes, he was. What he say? You p words, y'all from the '90s niggas. Huh? I saw that he went all in on them, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. He don't want no smoke with Cam, yo. Cam Mace will leave it alone after a while, but Cam, boy, you go low, that nigga gonna take it to the basement, yo. He will drag
Him, Cam, and 50 is
50
some of the
Cent, yo.
two pettiest people in
I love,
entertainment.
I love me some 50 Cent. That
You
nigga
go to
petty is
war with them,
unmatched.
they gonna be clapping at you, and they gonna keep clapping at you until they
Yep,
feel like
that's
there
right.
is no more to clap at you.
That's right. That's right. But he was a lot. He was doing a lot of capping in that video. You know, so I'm not surprised when I watched it. I was just like, and I don't know if he's. I told stop the cap right now, stop the cap, because this is nothing but bullshit coming out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And we already told what really took me out was the standing on business or whatever the hell he said, standing on principle. Boy, please.
That really irked my nerves when he said he was standing on principle with Turkey. Like I'm like, bro,
He
like
said
why apologize?
two men standing on principle, but only one of them apologized. So that means one of them niggas'
Like
principles he
why
compromised.
apologize if you standing on principle? Then like what was the point? Like I would have rather if you stand on principle, I want you to stand on business and not apologize to Turkey and
And
say
then
fuck Turkey. If you ain't gonna give me the fight, then fuck it. It is what it is. Let it go to
and
first bid,
and
whatever it
you know
is.
what? Yep. And no, and I would have respected him because I would have said, guess what? He's standing on business. But the fact that you went back on your words, not even a whole 24 hours later, lets me know that your career is not in your own hands. You know what I'm saying? Because if you was truly standing on business, I personally wouldn't have looked at you as no duck. I'd have been like, nah, Turkey should have gave that man what he said he was. You got all this money, pay the man what you say you're gonna pay him. But the fact that you cow-tied, oh, because they know I want this fight. Boy, since when? You know what I'm saying? Like both of y'all, him and Zapata have been playing duck duck goose, if you ask me. You know what I'm saying? Both of them with their fake hand injuries and every damn thing else. So,
Bro, this fight been going on. This been
well,
like
2 years
a
now,
fight
ain't
that's
it?
been tossed for like 2.5 years now.
Yep. Yep. Because he was also fighting who Cordina, and then it moved back to Zapata,
That
and
was
then
his
it went to
first fight
Kilo. So,
on a matchroom deal. And then and let the Shakur fans tell you, oh, it wasn't no offer from Tank. Okay, but why he wanted a multi-fight deal? He goes over and signs a multi-fight deal with Matchroom, and he was about to fight Joe Cordina. And then y'all talk about Tank moving up Lamont Rose when the man Joe Cordina was a guy coming up from 130. 130 off a damn knockout loss to a guy that had like a 20% knockout rate. Like like the logic don't be these dudes logic don't fucking add up at all ever.
Bro, that's because you know that they grasping for stars. They grasping at the wind, and they gotta do and say something to make him look good. They be fighting for him harder than he be fighting for him. They be pushing lies after the boy done came out and said, like, why is it that nobody remembers Shakur on camera saying, yeah, I mean, their team reached out to me. They had said something. Nobody remembers that. They just remember Shakur said wasn't never no offer sent. Well, why would they send an offer if when they reached out to you, you guys couldn't even come to a simple solution of if you wanted to fight or not? And I don't
Facts.
believe that he said, oh, Tank said we got to wait, because this was right after Loma pulled out. He was looking for a replacement. So why wouldn't you be
Yeah.
on the menu? It just makes no sense. They don't use logical thinking. I mean, they got the Shakur protection program thing running, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? But they got to stop this. They got to be more realistic and honest, yo. It's like, come on, let's just be honest. Let's just be real. You know what I'm saying? They can't do it. They can't do it. They like his hand problem. It's there 1 minute, then it's not. It's there 1 minute, then it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't understand what's happening. I mean, come on, man. You got hand issues or you don't, bruh. Which one is it?
Yeah, it's something he said too on the interview too. I forgot when he was talking about the fans be making excuses of why like great fighters win, and he was speaking upon himself pertaining to that. And I'm like, bro, nobody make excuses of why you win, bro. Like no,
Yo, and think of
like
how trash you got to be to make excuses for a win. A win. These niggas down bad, yo. I'm telling you.
he was talking about his B side status too, talking about with Tank, talking about the B side status with Tank, saying that yeah, Tank is the A side, and I know I'm the B side. He's saying the same shit again about that, but we all know for us the whole B side status with him, like bro, like you want a big substantial amount of money to fight Tank.
And that's what I'm
And you
saying,
want
yo.
you want a big substantial amount of money to fight any damn body. You want guaranteed money, but it don't work like that over there in PBC. They don't give fighters big guarantees. You know what I'm saying? Because all of their money is majority going to be made on the back end. And Shakur don't know nothing about no back end money because the motherfucker ain't never been on pay per view for real.
Hello. And this is exactly why I said these boys, why they not running over to Al Heyman, because if y'all really that, and all of a sudden, you a big boss, you big Willie style, and y'all can get on the phone, which sounded exactly to me like the Bud crap he pulled on EJ. If that was really the
Hmm.
case, y'all would have been at PBC, because y'all could have been flourishing there and really getting that money that y'all claim y'all making over there with Eddie and with Turkey. Because I am yet to see them ninjas get paid. You know what I'm saying? Paying them in cornflakes ain't gonna cut it.
Facts.
So
And then he even talking about all him and Tank, like why can't me and Tank get on the phone? Bro, you ain't Bud Crawford. Like I can't
true.
stand when he be saying shit like this. Like, bro, you are in no position to be trying to have any leverage in having the negotiations with Tank Davis. You have
First
no
of all, nigga,
leverage. You don't
you
have
don't
no
even
leverage where you at right now over there fighting Zepeda. So
hello.
why the fuck would Tank give you any leverage in negotiations at all? You have no value. Your value is fucking just as worse as Devin Haney's right now. And you
Y'all
talk
gonna fight
about
each other.
you wanna motherfucking let's get on the phone and talk like men. Bro, Tank don't want to talk to you, dude. You
You
ain't
ain't even
even
got
no
his
fucking
number.
boss.
You
You
ain't
ain't
even got
even
his
your
number.
own boss. You ain't even in control of your career. Like this shit is nonsense when I hear Shakur say shit like this, talking about let's get on the phone, bro. Nigga, Jay Prince don't even give a fuck about you for real, for real. He ain't go at Turkey for you. All these dudes that's on your team, all they doing is collecting a fucking check.
Yep.
Eddie Hearn didn't give a fuck about you. He didn't even invest in you. He didn't even put no money down on the fight. He ain't even have you as main event. How he doing with Boots?
Nope.
He letting Boots. He trying to turn Boots into a star. Eddie Hearn just wanted to check off of you. Jay Prince, Josh Dubin, all they is there is for a fucking check. They don't give a damn about Shakur. Shit, Jay
And I don't.
Prince, he damn near fine more fond of Abdullah Mason right now because he know he the fucking future.
Yup. Yup. I was just about to say that shit. He over there loving Abdullah Mason, but that's the thing too. And I think he mentioned his relationship with Jay Prince in that interview. He said something like family or something like that. But let me tell you something, bro. I don't know if you can't get out of that contract or you don't want to. You think he's doing you right, but he is not. He is in it for him and himself because, like I said, if he really had your best interest at heart, he'd go work out his issues with Al Heyman or even send somebody else over there to work out them issues with Al Heyman to get you that damn fight that you claim you want so bad. You know what I'm saying? I seen what happened. See, this is what happened when a nigga really want to fight you. They will go against their promotional team, i.e. Ryan. They will hire an outside lawyer, i.e. Ryan, to get the fight that they say they want to get. And correct me if I am wrong. You are the goddamn fighter. You don't get to say who you want to fight. That lets me know that you are not a star, bro. You are a liability. You are not an asset because only liabilities got to do what the hell they told. Assets get to dictate what they want. Tank is scared to death. BBO, shut the hell up with them lies on your tongue. Shut up.
BVO, you was BVO. You know you don't start that capping shit over here, bruh.
Bro. He
Don't start that capping over here, bruh.
Look at him.
You over here talking about BVO like the Spanish fighters. He up here talking about Emiliano Vargas like Abdullah Mason won't step on Emilio. Knowing damn well he'll get stepped on.
DANJA, come up here. DANJA said most streetwalkers don't know they workers till they have to hit the boulevard.
For real.
Nah, that's a fact. That is a
dead
fact.
ass.
Nah, I don't know, man. That kid, I just hope he works it out, gets it together because it's not looking good for him. And like I said, even though he continues to succeed in the ring, it's just like it's not correlating. Why aren't you becoming a bigger star the more you win? Why aren't you becoming a bigger star? You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
I don't get it. It's like something's not adding up. And then for you to have all these fans who constantly they be acting like they want to fight me, child. For you to be having all these fans, why is that not translating into monetary value? Why? Where's the disconnect? Either they're lying and they're really not your fans, they're just Tank haters, or they broke. Either way, they're of no use to you. They can't buy your pay-per-views. They can't go to your fights. I mean, either way, they're of no use to you. You know what I'm saying? So,
Facts.
I don't know. For him to be wanting all this exuberant amounts of money, he needs to take a business class, honey, because in any business, I don't care what it is, you're going to want an ROI, which is a return on your investment. And if I'm shelling out all this money for Shakur Stevenson and I ain't getting back a third of it, Ninja, please. You're going to be fighting on a Tuesday on somebody undercard in a back alley, i.e. Devin. You know what I'm saying? Like you're doing now in Turkey, just telling you to pretend you the main event. How much respect do these people have for you if they tell you just to pretend you are the main event? What? Like, let that sink in, bro. They are disrespecting you at every turn and you just taking it. You just taking it. They just had you on a double undercard, flew you 20 hours to shake that ass overseas, then to bring you back and put you on another undercard. But now you bucking, so they said, okay, you can pretend that you are the main event. Ain't that some shit? They might as well just told you go ahead and pretend you got invited to the prom and show up. Like, what kind of yo, they disrespecting him, yo, and I don't know if he can't see it, if he just don't care because of the money that they dangling in his face or what the situation is. But my guy, they not treating you like the star you think you are. So there is a disconnect here. I don't know where it is, but
that boy D1 said knockouts. D1 said knockouts is what moves the needle. Facts. Then BVO says, will Tank ever fight anyone? Tank fans get me. I can't wait till my nigga Vargas and Mason take over for these cowards.
Well, I am definitely an Abdullah Mason fan. Vargas, you can miss me with that, but definitely Abdullah Mason for sure. Definitely Abdullah Mason, but it's still a Tank era, baby. So go back to sleep. We'll wake you up. But
yeah, like then BBO, just to go back to what you said, talking about the Shakur beats that nigga Tank to death, bro. Shakur won't even stand in the pocket and fight with Edwin De Los Santos. Who punches harder between the two?
This is the
Who has
same
the more
guy.
knockouts between the two?
This is the
Is
same guy who said that Brian Norman Jr. would beat the extra crispy chicken out of Boots. So you have to take what
yeah,
BBO says with a grain of
BBO. I love BBO. That's my dog,
salt. I love
Cleveland.
him too, but
You know
he's
what I'm
insane.
saying? But BBO be having some outlandish ass takes over there, man. It must be a Cleveland thing because I know we don't do that shit in Cincinnati, man. we
Mm.
don't do that in the Natty, man.